If you are struggling with debt and looking for a way out, you have come to the right place in this video. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the famous book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, will share with you the essential steps you need to follow to free yourself from debt and start building real wealth. Stay with us to discover the strategies that helped Robert and his wife Kim completely transform their financial situation. This is the advice you need to take control of your money and thus your future. If you are interested in this topic, I invite you to comment with a 100. Just comment 100. When I see your comment, I will give you a heart. And if you want to help this channel grow, leave a like and subscribe. It's a gesture that won't take more than a second, but it helps us a lot. We have a lot of inspiring content coming your way, filled with advice to help you live a more successful and fulfilling life. So, without further ado, let's begin. Robert Kiyosaki starts by sharing his own story about how he dealt with debt. Kim and I have been married for over 30 years, but we started from scratch. Robert, many people think that Kim married me for my money, but that is not true. At that time, I was between businesses and had lost my second company, so I not only had no money, but we were also deeply in debt. We had debts amounting to $800,000, which was a great life lesson. In the end, we managed to pay everything, but the lesson was clear. How can you pay your debts as quickly as possible? Many say that the solution is to cut your credit cards. But Robert has a different opinion. Cutting the cards is not the solution because credit cards are not the problem. In fact, I like credit cards. So where to start? The first step is to be honest with yourself. This was one of the hardest steps I had to take because Kim had never experienced a financial disaster like the one I had lived through. She couldn't believe that someone could drive a Mercedes and be completely broke, pretending to be rich until they really were. I prayed to God, hoping that money would come in, acting as if I had no debts. I looked great and ate at the best restaurants, but I was broke. You can lie to your friends, but you can't lie to your wife. So the first thing I had to do with Kim was finally tell the truth, that I was not as rich as I pretended. You have to tell yourself the truth because if you have a goal of where you want to get to, you won't achieve it. If you don't know where you are, if you are ready to be honest with yourself, leave a comment that says, "Honesty is the first step." The second step is to immediately stop accumulating unpaid loans. Sometimes this means making small sacrifices. When Kim and I moved from Hawaii to California, we were homeless and lived in the basement of an apartment. Sometimes we had to make do with what little we had because we had no money. Kim only had a couple of dollars to get through the weekend until I returned on Sunday night. If you agree that avoiding unpaid loans is crucial for growth, comment, "Stop the loans, start to grow." The third step is to make a list of all your debts. The key word here is all. Kim looked at me strangely when I mentioned the word all because I had so many debts that I didn't want to admit it. I kept avoiding facing it and paid bills here and there. But finally, she asked me why I didn't want to admit how serious the situation was. So I called my last business and had to sit down to write to all the investors I owed money to, as well as to all the friends and family I owed. I felt bad for not having paid them earlier, but who made me sit down and write it all out? Also, a credit card company can get quite nasty when you don't pay them. So I had to show the letters I was receiving and basically tell the truth and face reality. I encourage you to comment if you have ever had a major debt problem, or if you know someone who has, share your story, because your experience can help others in need. If you believe in facing all your debts, comment, "Face your debts, find your freedom." The fourth step is very important if you are deeply in debt. There were times when I tried to keep my own records, but when I was stressed, embarrassed, and upset about owing so much money, I didn't face the truth and didn't pay attention to the details. So finally, Kim and I went to talk to my rich dad, and he recommended that we hire an accountant. At first, I thought it was too expensive, but my rich dad told me that rich people have accountants, while poor people don't keep accurate records. The fifth step, after having a list of all your debts, is to create a visual representation of those debts to manage your debts effectively. Start by listing each creditor, the total amount you owe, and the minimum monthly payment required. Whether in a spreadsheet or a notebook, visualize each debt clearly. Prominently note the name of the creditor, show the total amount owed, specify the minimum monthly payment, and calculate how many months it will take to pay off each debt by dividing the total amount by the minimum payment. Review this list daily to stay informed about your progress and maintain motivation. Keep detailed records of payments and adjust your plan as necessary based on changes in your financial situation. Consistency and commitment to your payment plan will help you eliminate your debt steadily and achieve financial stability. It's important to review your records to ensure everything is clear. If you have been enjoying the content so far, please click the like button. And if you are new here, subscribe to the channel to help us reach 100,000 subscribers. We are on our way to achieving that. I can count on your help. If you have already subscribed, comment, "I have already subscribed." Go ahead. Comment, "I have already subscribed." Thank you for doing that. Now that you have commented, let's move on. When Kim and I met, we had nothing. It took us 10 years to go from having nothing to achieving financial freedom. She was 37 years old, and I was 47. That is the power of focusing on assets rather than liabilities. Most people are so busy working to earn money, trying to pay their bills, and buying liabilities that they think are assets. The first gift I gave Kim was teaching her this, and now we are financially free. Anyone can do this. It's about putting your mind in the right direction. We met in '73, and that's when I took my first real estate investment course. I lost money and recovered it, but I never strayed from assets. There are many people who, for various reasons, fail to reach the goal of earning dollars, and the explanation for this does not solely lie in the lack of economic opportunities, technical skills, or access to financial resources. The true underlying cause is much deeper and more complex, encompassing a combination of mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical factors that directly influence a person's ability to generate income and achieve financial goals. It is essential to understand that wealth creation is not an isolated process. It does not depend only on investment strategies, saving, or hard work. It is above all a reflection of the level of internal preparation a person has reached to manage and attract abundance. When we talk about being prepared to earn $1,000, we refer to a comprehensive state of personal development mentally. This involves having a growth mindset, the ability to visualize success, and resilience to overcome limiting thoughts that tell us we are not capable or that money is hard to come by. Emotionally, it means having the stability to handle financial stress, the maturity to make decisions calmly, and the self-confidence to keep going, even when circumstances are adverse. Spiritually, it's about aligning our actions with our deepest values, finding a purpose beyond money that guides and motivates us on our journey. Physically, it is crucial to maintain the health and energy needed to face daily challenges and seize opportunities that arise. Let's take our own experience as an example, mine and Kim's. Nowadays, we are in a position where we earn several $1 million a year. But this financial success was not built overnight, nor achieved without effort. In fact, if we hadn't gone through the hard initial struggle to earn our first dollars, we probably would never have reached the level of success we enjoy today. Those first $1,000 not only represented a monetary figure, they represented a process of personal growth in which we had to expand our minds, strengthen our emotions, deepen our spiritual connection, and take care of our physical health. In the beginning, we faced challenges that at the time seemed insurmountable. Every obstacle in our way felt like a mountain that was hard to climb. But instead of seeing these challenges as barriers, we learned to see them as opportunities to grow. We realized that every problem was essentially a test of our ability to adapt, learn, and evolve. Therefore, every time we encountered a problem, we not only sought to resolve it on a superficial level, but we committed to becoming larger and more capable individuals than we were before facing that challenge. This approach allowed us to realize that many people who face similar problems, like difficulty in earning dollars, will not overcome them until they embark on a journey of integral development. This journey is not only about acquiring financial knowledge or finding new ways to make money. It is about transforming into a person who is not only capable of earning $1,000, but is also prepared to handle larger sums of money, make wise financial decisions, and eventually reach much higher levels of prosperity. It is crucial to understand that the real work is not in the problem itself, but in the personal growth we need to experience to be greater than that problem. This means that to overcome a $1,000 problem, we must work on our mindset, challenging and overcoming limiting beliefs that tell us we cannot achieve more. We must strengthen our emotions by learning to handle stress and pressure without losing control or motivation. We need to deepen our spirituality by finding a larger purpose that drives us to keep going. And of course, we must take care of our physical health, as without the necessary energy and vitality, we cannot effectively face challenges. In summary, many people with similar financial problems will not be able to resolve them until they commit to a process of integral personal development. It is not just about earning more money or finding a quick fix to an economic problem. It is about becoming the person who is prepared in all aspects of life to handle not only 1,000 but much larger amounts. This is a process of internal transformation that, when carried out with determination and persistence, inevitably reflects in external results. Only when we develop ourselves personally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically to be greater than the problem can we overcome it and move towards more ambitious goals. This is the true secret of financial success, and it is applicable to any other significant goal you set for yourself in life. The sixth step is to determine the order in which you will pay each debt. Make a list of all your debts and assign each a circular number from the smallest to the largest based on the total amount owed. Start by paying off the debt marked with the lowest number, regardless of the interest rates, to experience quick victories and maintain motivation. People often ask, shouldn't I pay off the debt with the highest interest rate first? I don't want to keep paying those with the highest interest rates, but you don't necessarily have to do that with this formula. What you want is to see a quick result that shows this formula works. So we start with the smallest debt that you can pay off quickly. When you see that result and confirm that the formula is working, it encourages you to keep going. That's why we start with the lowest number. As Kim says, it's not about paying interest, it's about how quickly you can settle. When you look at the average person, they have a job and earn money, pay the house, and the money goes to the bank through a mortgage. That is not an asset because money is going out, so it is a liability. The definition of a liability is that it takes money out of your pocket, while an asset puts money in your pocket. So if I have a rental property, it puts money in my pocket. If I live in the house, it is a liability, because even if I have no debts, I still have depreciation taxes, repairs, maintenance, insurance, and all that. But if I rent a property and do a good job, buying it and structuring it makes me money every month. I started with this when I was 25 years old. I had a small condo property, and it put 25 in my pocket. It was a start and a good debt. The debt was paid off, and at the same time it was putting 25 in my pocket. So I was making money with my little house each month. But today, my wife and I have 6,500 houses that put money in my pocket each month. The people living in those houses are happy because they have a place to live, but all of this comes from debt. We have 100% financing. It's all debt. So this is good debt, and what makes a debt good are two very important words: cash flow. We became financially free instead of going back into debt or just spending the money from the debt on anything. But like in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, we play the cash flow game. What we do is invest that money. In this case, with all that money, instead of spending it, we keep buying more real estate and stocks. Essentially, we use debt to generate income and pay our debts. Nowadays, Kim and I have 7 cars, many houses, and we travel by private jet. But all this is done with the cash flow from our investments, not with our credit cards. We have no debts, just consistent income from our investments, so our assets exceed our liabilities. The reason many people get into trouble is that they buy liabilities first and then try to buy assets. This never works, and they keep buying more things and accumulating bad debts instead. I buy my liabilities with my assets so I can have a great lifestyle. The best part is that we don't have to worry about money or anything, because we just have more and more money coming in constantly. This process requires discipline and dedication. Remember, it's a process that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. If you don't have dedication and discipline, the process will fall apart. I encourage you to share this video with people you know who might need this advice. If you want to continue learning how to improve your finances and achieve wealth, subscribe to our channel, where you will find valuable content on investment, saving, and how to improve your personal finances. You can also learn from the experiences and advice of experts in the business and finance world who can help you reach your financial goals. If this video has added value to your life and you hope to use it for your betterment, I would love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share them. And also leave a comment saying, "I watched the video until the end, so give me a heart." When I see this comment, I will make sure to give you a heart. There are 3 more steps you need to take to be successful in life. First, like this video. Second, subscribe to this channel. And third, activate the notification bell. If you do this, I will continue to bring you transformative information every week for free. Don't miss future videos where we will share even more valuable advice. I just ask for your subscription. Thank you for that. I truly appreciate it. Your support helps us continue creating inspiring and motivating content. I highly recommend that you watch our next video, and don't hesitate to share this video with someone who might benefit from it. If you enjoyed this video, you likely recognize the importance of improving your financial situation. But you may wonder how you can truly achieve financial success and build generational wealth. That is where I can help you. I will guide you through the steps to financial success for detailed insights. I encourage you to click on this video right here. Thank you for tuning in. You are part of the true wealth creators. Go watch it now. We love you.